This is the story of how doing the right thing for the wrong reason destroyed everything. Saturdays are different. All week we've been reading Genesis, creation, paradise, the moment everything was perfect. Today, we're bringing the fall into your world. This is Genesis 3, the choice that broke everything. But we're not telling it in a garden. We're telling it in a penthouse in Manhattan. Meet Sarah and Michael Chen, 7 years married, co-founders of a tech startup that just hit unicorn status, billion-dollar valuation. They're on the cover of Forbes, the couple who built an empire on faith and ethics. But here's what the magazine doesn't capture: the way Michael still brings Sarah coffee every morning, the way they pray together before every board meeting, the way they keep the Sabbath, Friday to Saturday, sunset to sunset, no matter what. No emails, no calls, no work, just them. Just God, just rest. Their penthouse overlooks Central Park, floor-to-ceiling windows. The city sprawls below them like a kingdom. And every Friday evening, they light candles, turn off their phones, and disconnect from the empire they've built. It's their rhythm, their anchor, the one thing that keeps them. Sarah loves these evenings, the silence, the way Michael's hand fits in hers, the way they can just breathe. After a week of chaos, investors, employees, endless decisions, Saturday is sacred. This is their garden, their paradise, and they have no idea they're about to lose it. Monday morning, Sarah's in her office staring at an email that just landed. Marcus Liu, lead partner at the venture capital firm that's been courting them for months. The subject line, Saturday meeting, non-negotiable. She opens it. Sarah, congrats on the Forbes feature. Impressive. We're ready to move forward with the Series C round, $500 million. But our lead investor is only in town this weekend. Saturday, 4 p.m. I know it's your Sabbath, but this is the deal that takes you global. We need an answer by noon. Sarah's chest tightens. $500 million. That's not just money. That's scaling to every major city. That's hiring 1,000 employees. That's the impact they've been dreaming about. But Saturday, 4 p.m., their walk. She texts Michael, "We need to talk." That night, Marcus calls, not an email, a call. "Sarah, hey, got a minute?" His voice is warm, friendly. This is the thing about Marcus. He never sounds like a shark. He sounds like a mentor, a friend. "Look, I know this is tough," he says, "and I respect what you and Michael do with your Sabbath. I really do. That's admirable." There's a pause. But here's the thing. The world doesn't stop on Saturdays. Your competitors, they're not resting. They're working. And if you want to lead this space, if you want to actually make the impact you talk about, you have to be willing to show up when the opportunity shows up. Sarah feels her throat tighten. "I'm not asking you to abandon your values." Marcus continues, his voice so reasonable, so kind. "I'm asking you to think about what really matters. Keeping a tradition or changing the world? Because you can't do both if you're not willing to be flexible." She closes her eyes. Did God really say you can't work on Sabbath? Did he really say rest is more important than this? "Just think about it," Marcus says. "Michael's a smart guy. He'll get it. You're not breaking your faith. You're stewarding an opportunity God gave you, right?" He hangs up, and Sarah sits there in the dark, the lie wrapping around her like smoke. The choice. Michael finds her on the couch an hour later. "What did Marcus say?" Sarah looks up. Her husband, her partner, the man who prays with her every morning, who holds her when she's anxious, who believes in the same God, the same rhythm, the same rest. She tells him about the meeting, the $500 million, the global expansion. Michael's quiet for a long time. "It's Saturday," he finally says. "I know. That's our day. That's the one thing we said we'd never compromise." Sarah feels something twist inside her. Frustration, impatience, anger even. "Michael, this is everything we've been working for. We've been grinding for 7 years. 7 years of 16-hour days, of stress, of sacrifice, and now the door's finally open, but only if we walk through it, this weekend. God can open another door." "Can he?" Sarah's voice rises. What if this is the door? What if he gave us this opportunity and we're supposed to take it? What if keeping the Sabbath right now is just fear, tradition? What if we're hiding behind religion instead of stepping into what God's calling us to? Michael stares at her. She's never talked like this before. Sarah, I'm taking the meeting, she says. And there it is, the line, crossed. Michael's face goes pale. Then I'm not going with you. Fine. Saturday, 4 p.m. Sarah walks into the boardroom alone. Fluorescent lights, glass walls, the hum of air conditioning, the smell of coffee and leather chairs. She should be in the park right now, under the trees. Michael's hand in hers, the presence of God in the quiet. Instead, she's here. Marcus greets her with a smile. Michael couldn't make it? No. Ah, well, let's get started. The meeting is a blur. Terms, projections, global strategy. The investor, a man in a tailored suit who barely looks up from his phone, nods along. At 5:30, Marcus slides the contract across the table. Sign here. We'll wire the funds Monday. Sarah picks up the pen. Her hand is shaking. She thinks about Michael, about the candles they lit last night at sunset, about the Sabbath they should be in right now, the rest, the peace, the presence of God, about the promise they made to honor him no matter what. And then, unbidden, a memory. Their first Sabbath together, 7 years ago. Michael had just proposed. They'd lit candles in his tiny apartment, and he'd turned to her, his eyes so serious, so full of hope. No matter how big we get, he'd said, we keep this. The Sabbath, the walk, the rest. Promise me, Sarah. And she'd kissed him and whispered, I promise. Her throat tightens, but then another thought, quieter, more insidious. Maybe this is God's plan. Maybe he opened this door. Maybe refusing it, hiding behind the Sabbath, clinging to tradition. Maybe that would be disobedience. Maybe faith means being flexible. Maybe stewarding this opportunity is the real obedience. God gave us this. He'll understand. She signs, and the moment the ink dries, something inside her goes cold. At 5 p.m., Michael walks through Central Park alone. Their path, their bench, their trees, but Sarah's not there. He sits down and stares at the lake, the sun beginning its descent toward the horizon. The Sabbath will end in a few hours. And everything feels broken. She gets home at 7 p.m. The apartment is dark, no candles, no music, no warmth. Michael's sitting on the couch, staring at nothing. I signed, Sarah says. He doesn't look at her. We got the deal. $500 million. We're going global. Silence. Michael, say something. He finally turns to her, and his eyes, those eyes that used to look at her with such love, such trust, are empty. I don't know who you are right now. Sarah's chest cracks open. That's not fair. You chose the deal over God. You chose the empire over us, over our Sabbath, over everything we said mattered. I chose our future. You chose yourself. The words hit like a slap. Sarah wants to scream, to defend herself, to explain, but she can't. Because deep down, in a place she doesn't want to look, she knows he's right. That night, they sleep on opposite sides of the bed for the first time in 7 years. Sarah lies there, staring at the ceiling, the city lights filtering through the windows. She got everything she wanted, and she's never felt more alone. She reaches for Michael's hand in the dark. He pulls away, and Sarah realizes they just lost paradise. Weeks pass, the deal closes, the company explodes. They're in every major city within 6 months. Revenue skyrockets, employees everywhere. Success? Everything they dreamed of. But Sarah can't sleep. The guilt sits on her chest like a stone. She avoids mirrors. She avoids Michael's eyes. She works 16-hour days because when she stops, the shame rushes in. Michael barely speaks to her. They're business partners now, not spouses. They sit in meetings together, make decisions together, smile for the cameras together. But in private, they're strangers. One night, Sarah breaks. She's alone in the penthouse. Michael's at the office. And she collapses on the floor, sobbing. God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I knew better. I thought I was being smart. I thought... She can't finish. She just weeps. And in the silence, she hears it. Not an audible voice, but a whisper in her spirit. I know what you did, and I'm not leaving you. She hadn't gone looking for God. He came looking for her. Just like in the garden, Genesis 3:9. Where are you? God always comes looking. The next morning, Michael finds an envelope on the kitchen counter. Inside, a letter from Sarah. Pages and pages. Every lie, every justification, every moment of pride and fear that led to that Saturday meeting. Raw, honest, broken. At the bottom, I was wrong. I chose me over us, over God. I don't know how to fix this, but I'm not hiding anymore. I'm so sorry. Michael sits there, the letter in his hands, tears streaming down his face. And slowly, so slowly, he starts to forgive. They don't get their paradise back. Not fully. Not yet. But they start rebuilding. One conversation at a time, one Sabbath at a time. And they learn something they'll never forget. You can't cover your own shame. You can't fix what you broke on your own. God has to do it, and He will. But it costs something. In Genesis 3, God killed an animal to clothe Adam and Eve. The first death, the first blood, because of their choice. For Sarah and Michael, it cost their pride, their self-sufficiency, their illusion of control. But that's where grace begins. In the wreckage, in the honesty, in the surrender. That's Genesis 3 in your world. The lie sounds so reasonable. Did God really say? Surely He didn't mean that. Surely you know better. The choice feels so justified. This is wisdom. This is opportunity. This is growth. And the shame, it comes fast, and it's devastating. Adam and Eve chose autonomy over trust. They wanted to be like God instead of walking with God, and they lost paradise. Sarah and Michael chose success over obedience. They wanted to build an empire instead of resting in God's timing, and they lost each other. But here's the hope buried in Genesis 3. God doesn't abandon them. He comes looking. He asks questions. He lets them confess. And He covers them, not with fig leaves they made, but with something He provides. And then He makes a promise. Genesis 3:15. The seed of the woman will crush the serpent's head. One day someone will defeat the lie. Someone will pay for the shame. Someone will bring us back to paradise. That's Jesus. 4,000 years before He's born, God's already planning the rescue. Tomorrow we'll unpack what we lost in the fall and why it matters. But today, just sit with this. The choice Sarah made, you've made it too. We all have. The shame she felt, you felt it too. And the grace she needed, it's yours too. God's still looking for you, still calling, still ready to cover what you can't. You just have to stop hiding. See you tomorrow.